Hi Premier Team, this is Troy Duhon, and I'm coming to you by this live stream because I want to share something that's really important to this organization and all the manufacturers, the customers, and the banks that we represent. It's called the Premier Plan. But before I cover that, I want to tell you why, as an organization, this means so much to us. About 9 years ago, I had a lady come in to buy a car, and the lady had a child that was sick, and of course, when you pulled her credit report, her beacon score was like 420, and it was nothing more than medical. And I sat down with her, and she was a referral of mine, so I got to know her, and I asked her, I said, Ms. Smith, how did all these medical things happen? And she explained that her son, Joshua, had gotten very sick, and she didn't have medical insurance, nor could she afford it. So she actually went into a charity hospital. They agreed to diagnose her son, and they cured her son. So needless to say, she was ecstatic. She had joy, tears of joy like you wouldn't believe. And then, even though they goodwilled the medical repair, the medical treatment, she got notices in the mail from the hospital for the expenses. Very expensive medical procedure. The hospital then took the receivables and sold them off to a collection agency. So now she's getting demands from the collection agency. Well, obviously she has no way to pay for it. She calls the hospital. Of course, no one returns her phone call. She doesn't know what to do. She ignores the collection agency, and they put it in the credit bureau. Now remember, the hospital agreed to do a child. They agreed to accept him, perform the medical procedures, and now her dream of buying a car and buying a house is history. When I heard of Ms. Smith's story, it really touched me. And it made me realize that I need to help people out like Ms. Smith. And what Premier Plan does, it helps every single person that either has bankruptcy, maybe had a repo, a foreclosure, someone like Ms. Smith who's had medical situations, and we give them hope. We give them a second chance. And here's how it works. During tax season, next couple of weeks, you're going to get all kinds of opportunities to have people that we buy subprime leads from come into the dealership. We are providing you with an incredible phone script. And really all we want you to tell them is by applying online, you are approved. The general managers at the dealerships have the authority and the right to take a consumer and put them in the Premier Plan, put them in a $5,000 to $6,000 car, collection only, which means we're pretty much the creditor, and give them a chance to reestablish their credit. We have watched people like Ms. Smith go from 420 to 550. And then they're going to get a video from me telling them 3 things that we discuss in the brochure. Number 1, don't miss a payment. Number 2, don't write a bad check. And number 3, make sure that all your income goes into your bank. Because like Ms. Smith, she came back in 6 months. Her beacon went from 420 to 570. And Cat 1 bought her on a tier 6. She went from 21% interest to 12% interest, and 6 months later came back in, traded that car in, and got a 0% brand new Camry. She went from 570 to 651. That lady today, I found out just recently, now bought her first house. Now I want you to realize that with Premier Plan, everyone's approved. We just have to put them in the right car. So as you get a chance to get these leads, and you get a chance to make these phone calls or have people call in, remember 3 simple words: you are approved. Show them the brochure, encourage them to read the brochure. We had a slasher event last weekend at the Toyota store, had people everywhere. We handed the brochures out to all the consumers. Would you believe we sold 24 used cars in 2 days, and only 5 people bought hoopties? Everyone else graded up when they realized they could buy a car and get approved. So please understand what Premier Automotive is about. We believe in giving people second chances. The general managers have CAC set up. We can do collection only on anybody, but more importantly, we're giving these people hope and a way to reestablish their credit. So as you watch this video, there's more content that you can learn from by going on Premier U. Spend the time, watch the videos. There's some videos of myself. There's some videos of Tom Stuker. Great videos on word tracks. I already have 2 salesmen in January that sold over 30 cars from the Premier Plan. They're both going to make a tremendous amount of money, but more important than the money they're helping people out. And those people are going out and telling everybody. So know what the Premier plan is, because not every dealer does it, but at Premier Automotive, we do it. We believe in giving customers a second chance. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it, and good luck.